Okay, in today we will try to understand Google top executive how he has revealed four common mistakes they will be done by the candidates whomever seeking for the job during job interviews. Okay, they will do the common four mistakes. Let us discuss that. One is that he is the Google's director of engineering, Daniel Rizea. He has conducted more than 1,000 interviews throughout his total career. Whenever he was discussing with Business Insider, Rizea, he has listed four common mistakes. Normally, the candidates from different backgrounds and different levels of seniority, they will do the mistakes during the interviews. One of the most common mistake, they will think that they are prepared well because they are good at their jobs, they are doing at their jobs well. So wherever they are doing the jobs, they are doing well in that job locations, so that's why they have prepared well. No, Rizia advises what candidates need to give mock interviews, practice codes online or write on paper, and solve interview questions beforehand. What do you mean of this? Rizia, what he advised is that don't think that you are doing well at that your job, so you generally feel that I am doing well at my job, so I have prepared, well prepared. No, your job environment is different. You are preparing for exam that is different. So you need to come out of such type of thinking. Okay. So Rizia advises that candidates need to attend the mock interviews, practice in mock interviews, and practicing code through online, otherwise write practicing code on paper and solve interview questions like you attend Geeks for Geeks or Hacker Rank, Lead Code, codeacademy.com. From websites, solve so much more than questions, more and more questions. Okay, more than 500, 600, 700 questions. So he stated that there are no shortcuts. Okay, so that's why people need to practice and practice and practice to get a good job. Practice and practice and practice. So if you feel that by adopting shortcuts you will get the job, no, there is no any shortcut to get a good job in top tech giants like Google, Amazon, Flipkart, okay, Goldman Sachs, otherwise Cisco. In any which company, if you want to get a good job, they are the multinational companies, they are tech giants. So there is no any shortcut, there is no any referral. Even though if a friend has referred you, you need to attend the interview, you need to give proper so many rounds you need to pass. Next, second point, candidate should be well rested before the interview. This is very important because as a interviewer, Daniel Rizia, he felt that before the interview, the candidate should take the proper rest. Otherwise, what happened if he has not taken proper rest and without rest he has attended the interview, so then what happens? Situation is what? So if he takes the proper rest before interview, so he will give the interview without any stress. But he revealed what? Being tired. They are very much tired and attending interviews. That moment they are having lack of doesn't mean they are lack of knowledge. They have a lot of knowledge. Okay, they have a lot of knowledge, but due to lack of rest, they they are going slow down. They are themselves they are very slow in response, and whenever they slow in response and they feel difficult to give the answers due to that rest, okay, because due to they are not taking proper rest, and without rest they are attending the interviews with the stress, okay, that moment they have, even though they have a lot of knowledge, but due to tiredness they are slowing down themselves, and they are feeling difficult to give the answers. So that moment it is advised that you need to be on top of your form to crack interviews. Means if you want to crack the interviews properly, before the interview get a proper sleep and take a proper rest and come to the interview, so that you can give the interviews properly. Even though if you have a lot of knowledge, but due to tiredness you are slowing down yourself, and you are getting difficulty in answering the questions. Third mistake, candidates tend to is not picking up on hints given by the recruiter. So what is that third mistake? Candidates are not able to pick up the hints given by the recruiter. So whenever interviewer he feels that candidate is stuck in some way, so he gives generally interviewer they will give the hints, but that moment the candidate is not able to pick up the hints whatever given by the recruiter. That is one problem. So he explains that, who he explains, Daniel Rizea explains. He is the executive director of engineering at Google. He explains that candidates need to ask the questions to the interviewer instead of getting stuck in a rabbit hole. So you stuck yourself while solving a question. That moment don't stuck continuously. You ask the questions the interviewer instead of stucking somewhere else. So as per the third mistake, whenever candidates stuck themselves, whenever they stuck, so generally recruiter gives hints. So that moment you should be able to pick up that hints, and you ask the questions if you stuck, okay. So the interviewer, recruiter, surely they will help. Many times this Daniel Rizea has revealed that many times he has helped the candidates whenever they stuck. He has given a lot of hints to them. Personally, he has told that you ask the questions, take the help from the. And last one is that is what behavioral questions. Then attending the behavioral questions, that is, they are not algorithmic and data structure. So because if it is algorithm and data structure, you know that which is right or wrong, you can give the answers. Okay, you will get answers at that moment. But they are behavioral questions. For the behavioral questions, they are subjective questions. Understand? So they are not. It is not easy whether you are giving the right or wrong answer, because they are behavioral questions. So you need to. So he also suggested that asking yourself questions like this: what happened, what did you do, what was the outcome. So you ask yourself, and accordingly you generate the answers. And also he has suggested, look up the company's values on the website. Go into the company's website, and within that you check that what are the values of the company. You need to understand the total company aim is what, productivity is what. Accordingly, if you prepare about the company very well, it will be a good return, okay, for yourself. Understand? You knowing of your company like you are working since 30 years, 15 years in a company, you need to feel like that. Understand? Always. So that will be good for you. So preparing extensively before going for an interview, and knowing of the company, spending some years in a company, you are spending a lot of time, since 10 years you are spending in that company, like that you need to feel.